Good morning. It's another warm review slash empties video. Hi, how are you? Obviously, I have warmed through a lot more than this and I have used up a lot more products than this, but this is what I remembered to put into my empties bin and also what I got my hands on before it was empty and my children or my husband threw into the trash can. Sometimes that happens with body wash and room spray and that kind of thing. As we use them up, all of a sudden I find them in the trash can and I'm like, you know what, I'm not fishing that out of the trash just to include it in my empties video. That seems kind of ridiculous. Some of these I've already reviewed for you, probably in either my melting basket or I've used them up many times before. So if this is redundant to you, I'm sorry, but I have some new subscribers. So here we go. A lot of this is discontinued. This whole row is discontinued and that's discontinued. Not that. Here, satin sheets. I got this on sale. This is described as sensual and earthy sandalwood, perfectly paired with rich, warm vanilla. This in wax is fantastic. This in body wash and hand cream, body cream, is fantastic. I love the body cream. Everybody knows that. I say it all the time. I go through, all of my empties videos have one of these, okay? Right now I'm working on Blue Grotto because it was in the clearance section. I only buy, well, it's not that I only buy stuff that's in the clearance section. If it's in the clearance section, I buy it. Doesn't matter what it smells like because I'm going to use it and I make commission on it. So if it's in the clearance section and I'm making 25% back on it, at least 25%, sometimes, most of the time it's more, it works out to be much cheaper than if I go to like Bath and Body Works or something like that. And that's what this cream is equivalent to. It's equivalent to Bath and Body Works. And theirs are, I think, $12.95, $19.95. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I get it cheaper and then I make commission on it. Satin Sheets is fantastic. The scent, actually, it's listed on there. Sandalwood and vanilla. It just says sandalwood and vanilla. Really good in wax, but I like it in the body line too. I think I might have one more of these. Washer whiffs and windowsill breeze. How many of these have I gone through? 500,000. I think this might be my 5th tub of windowsill breeze since it came out. Unfortunately, it's not available in dryer discs in this fragrance, but it is available in laundry liquid. It's described as fresh, clean breeze flutters through crisp linen in a perfect spring moment. This is better than Clothesline because it's a little bit more crisp, less powdery. But it's just, is it just as strong as Clothesline? It's equivalent. If you like Clothesline, you'll love Windowsill Breeze. Again, I've said this 17,000 times. I'm kicking myself that I didn't put this wax into my Scentsy Club. It was a great bar of wax, but it's really good in laundry. I switched now out to Clean Breeze. Jammy Time, I don't remember. I switched out my Laundry Love bundle because I'm starting to get noseblind to this, and that's great. That's why we have 5,000 different scents. Not 5,000. You know what I mean. Okay, let's talk about the wax that you can get. Very blessed. My cat took a bad poo-poo. Sorry about the nails, by the way. I'm trying to grow out my my acrylics here without going and getting them drilled down for $30. My cat took a bad poop. And so in my office. And so I put 2 cubes on one side of the room, 2 cubes on the other. And that's why this bar is gone. I did not like this wax very much. I did not like this in the pods too much either. And you can get it in both wax and pods. It is described as soft vanilla and cranberry sprinkled with sparkling sugar is pure bliss. This is kind of boring. Yeah, the cranberry is there. The vanilla is very subtle. It is very sparkling, but it's just a very boring fragrance. Now, you cannot buy this on its own. You would have to buy the Let It Snow Scentsy Bar 3-pack for $17. So that comes with 2 other fragrances as well. You can put this into your Scentsy Club, though, and I did with Happy Holidays, which is one of the other scents in there. If you wanted to smell this on its own, you could buy the pods on their own. There was $10 for a twin pack. I did not use the pods, but I smelled them. I bought them and I smelled them. And I said, you know what, I'm going to save this for somebody who likes berry a little bit more than me because I wasn't crazy about this. It did help with the cat poo-poo smell, though. Okay. Poor unfortunate souls. This is from the Villains Wax Collection. This is Ursula, Poor Unfortunate Souls, an alluring potion of wild blackberry, scarlet raspberry, and bubbly goji berry wrapped up in vengeful vanilla silk will leave you spellbound. If you saw my video with Matt Tipple, I will put a link to it right over here. You saw that neither one of us were 100% crazy about this wax. I used this twice. I used it in my living room once, and then again I used it in my living room for the second time, 4 cubes each time. It was just okay. It smelled very artificial berry. Artificial has its place. I like artificial scent in strawberry. I like artificial scent in watermelon. Banana, not so much. But this was just a little too artificial for me. So this would be great in a kid's room. Somebody who's not as picky with their fragrances. But look at that artwork. She looks so sassy. I love it. Okay. And the last one that you can buy out of the ones that I'm going to be talking about today is Fresh Ice from the NHL collection. Cold air and icy mint face off at full strength, while a slap shot of sandalwood brings home the win. This is okay. It's in the whiteout, I'm snow over it, sleigh all day, perfect peppermint area. It's in that realm, okay? Not original enough for me to put it into my Scentsy Club, but I enjoyed it. It went away real fast. This one did not stick around as long as I wanted it to. It did stick around longer than I thought, because I did smell it the next day when I put it into my warmers at 7 o'clock at night, but it didn't stick around as long as something like Poppy Fields would. Okay? We'll talk about that in a minute. This is okay. Only okay. I gave a bar of this to each one of the people that I gave one of the NHL warmers to, just to go with the theme. It's part of this little kitschy thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Mandarin Toffee Treat. I did this entire bar, and I think I had talked about this in a melting basket. I put this entire bar into my warmers outside on Halloween night. And unfortunately, it was so cold that night that the wax continued to be melted, but there was no smell. It just was not. If it had been 10 degrees warmer, my entire outside area would have smelled like Mandarin Toffee Treat, which smells like orangey candy corn. I actually like this, but I only like it outside, and this was my last bar. So if this comes back again before Halloween next year, I will probably buy 3 or 4 bars of it and just hoard it and just always warm it on Halloween outside, okay? Because it's very candy, very sweet. Poppy Fields. Again, I told you this whole row was, you can't get this one. Okay. Poppy Fields. This is I've warmed 500 of these bars, and I still have another 500 to go, and this one's a little bit broken here. Take an enchanting trip through fields of romantic red poppy, fig, and rose petals. All of that is up my alley. I love fig, and I love rose, and I guess I love poppy. I don't know. I've never really smelled a poppy. I don't even know if I've even seen poppy flowers in person. I love this. This is my substitute for Simply Rose, which I have 4 bars of it, and I'm just hoarding it. I'm trying to use these up because these are very juicy. They are leaking a lot, so I'm trying to go through them as fast as I can. I like to mix these with candy scents or, super sweet scents, and it gives it a crisp. This is my version of crisp, doing this with my hand. It gives it more crispness, if that's a word. Watermelon Tangerine. I did already review this on my channel, but I went ahead and finished a bar. That's why it's in this video, because it's in my empties. Watermelon Tangerine is sweet, lip-smacking watermelon slices spiked with juicy tangerine and dewy greens. This almost has a little bit of mint. Almost. It smells a little bit like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. It has no lasting power whatsoever. It's perfect for blasting out a cooking scent or something like that. After 3 or 4 hours, it's gone. It's done. People were going crazy for this. I think I still have 1 or 2 bars of it, but I'm not going to be wasting it on myself because it's not my favorite. So I will be selling them. If you're interested, let me know, because people were paying more than $6 a bar for this, and I think that's crazy. But if anybody's interested, I do have 1 or 2. Okay. It was kind of hard to find the description of this, and I have a lot of them. I had this in my Scentsy Club for a long time, and I just recently took it out. Buzz Lightyear to infinity and beyond. Blast off to a galaxy of endless imagination where fizzy orange and black currant are cosmically balanced with plum blossom and sugared raspberry. Wow. I've said it a million times. To me, this smells a little bit like grape soda. I think that's the black currant. The orange is not overly overpowering, but this does have quote unquote plum blossom in it. I don't know what plum blossom is. I guess that's the flower before the fruit forms. Everything plum I love, with the exception of sweet plum pastry. Sugared raspberry, love it. I love everything with raspberry. In fact, Plum and White Woods is going to be coming back in 2 weeks, and that has raspberry in it. I love this wax, but I ended up with like 3 or 4 bars, so that's why I took it out of my Scentsy Club. Listen, I'm not like, if I don't have this in my stash, I'm going to die. I'm not that kind of a person. So I went ahead and used it, and it was great. I loved it. Redwood and Cedar is one of my favorites. It's in my Scentsy Club, and it's not going anywhere. A fresh scent with texture, warmth, and sensuality reminiscent of a cedar closet. That sounds very basic. This is not a basic scent at all. I love this wax. It lasts for 2.5 days, sometimes 3. But you've got to like the woodsy, resin, kind of woody. Yeah, this is very woody, okay? If you have a country home, get this. If you're going away in the country, warm this. If you just really want to feel cozy, warm this. This is very similar to Rustic Lodge, in my opinion. There is amber in there. It doesn't say that there is, but I think that there's amber in there. Very rich fragrance. I absolutely love this one. I will never be without it. Okay, so there you go. Those are my empties for this, I don't know, week, 2 weeks? I don't know, whatever it is. Today is Thursday, November 13th. The days are just running together, man. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.